everybody. Me, Jean-Pierre, back again, the Beer Ramble, looking at St. Pauli Girl. I thought I did a review of this, but looks like I didn't, or I might have deleted the video, so mistakes happen. Anyway, 5% ABV. This is a German Pilsner. Doesn't get a high mark on both Beer Advocate or the Bros, the Algothros brothers. That's who their name, if I mispronounced it. As you can see, beer came out 1857, brewed in the strict accordance of German purity law in 1516. So, take a look at the beer right here. As you can see, your standard Pilsner look, very yellow. Nothing much to say. Very thick head. Had this in my fridge since yesterday. Yesterday. Only got one bottle of it, so. See that nice head. Onto the scent. It has those chickens just in here. It has those bit grass, sort of very pungent sourdough bread scent to it. Not overly sourdough bread, but it has that scent. Like you're drinking your standard, Pilsner, German, or, beer from Holland, Euro lager style. So, on to the taste. This isn't bad. This is okay. Everyone gives us a bad rap. I don't know why. The brewery, as I said, has some agreement with Constellation Brands, which is a dummy name for Anheuser-Busch InBev. Because see where it's brewed. Reading on the back, brewed by, but is imported by St. Pauli, Burrell and Company, St. Louis, Missouri. It's part of, I guess, Anheuser-Busch. Maybe they don't mention that, I guess, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just an independent brewery, I guess. I was looking at the Anheuser-Busch website, looking at for any information on this beer, and I was trying to find the website itself of St. Pauli Girl, and there's just nothing on this at all. The website just did exist or doesn't exist, or maybe it's going through some reboot or reformation again. I don't know, but anyway, it's enjoyable. It's decent enough. Let's see. I did a review with Ronald J. Terrio with this, and all of us, and we all kind of gave it an okay score. The price of this now, I think you go to any grocery store, liquor store. I mean, every city is different. Every state is different. But in terms of beer prices, I know here in Alabama, we're very, very expensive. In terms of, I think, taxes on beer, I think it's $1.57, I believe. It's quite high versus other states. You could just look. If there's a website that shows, I think U.S. tax whatever .gov. I don't know. But anyway, Alabama's pretty high when it comes to buying alcoholic beverages. But I think from the stores I've seen, it has ranged from $6.97 to $8 a 6-pack of this. 12-pack, they're very, very rare in this area. I don't know in your area if it's a 12-pack is sold or not, but we don't get a 12-pack of St. Pauli Girl. So first time I had this was It's going back early 2000s, 2000, 2001 or 2. That's when the last time we had this beverage. So that's what comes to mind for me on this. It's enjoyable. It's decent. It's good. Um, Pair with some strong cheese. Um, Thinking prawns go good right about now. Some tasty, delicious prawns. Some spicy fried plantain roasted pork. Snow crabs. I don't know. Kind of what I'm thinking about this beer, but uh, yeah. I mean, there's nothing negative about it. I think it's very crisp. Again, those sort of a very. Everybody says that sometimes the beer has a sort of a bit of a skunk. My date on the beer is February 2017, so it's fresh. Um, I can't think of anything negative about it. Just sometimes I wonder about these scores on these beer sites, and I have to look at it on tap, see what they're rated. I know Rate Beer doesn't give it a high mark either, but sometimes I wonder that they really tasting what we're tasting, you know. But you know, I think this is very enjoyable. I think this is a decent beer. Give this an 8. This is a B for me. Um, Nothing offensive about it. It's not skunked at all. I know people have issue, but I think they're only sold in bottles. I don't see it ever in cans compared to say Stella or Heineken or any of the Carlsberg beers, which reminds me a little bit of that, or Pilsner or Kel, but not those beers are mostly in bottles like this. Very rarely in, but I've kept this out of the sun, and I think it's we know sort of the condition versus beer coming out of a can versus out of a bottle. People don't know sometimes there's a bit of a difference. We know sunlight can get into it with the cans. It obviously doesn't, but in terms of the freshness and whatnot. But then in some cans, you maybe get some of that aftertaste of that metal, or with some beers, not all, but some. So, but I think this is enjoyable. B, this is a B for me. So if you've had St. Pauli Girl, the buxom blonde, as you can see her, vivacious. So, uh, uh, if you think this deserves a B or it doesn't, and you can't stand it, and you think it's bad, and you think I'm bad at doing these reviews, just leave your statements and comments on the bottom. So B for me for St. Pauli Girl Lager. Excellent, excellent. I mean, excellent. Good beer. Stop with the excellent. Good beer. B all the way. So, John and Pierre, the Beer Ramble. Turn to keep watching as always. Cheers.